90% of startups fail. And so most people aren't building it the right way. The people that are doing really well understand their customers. And that's what I want to try to convey today, is that they understand who their customers are. About 99% of people are thinking about how to start a business in the wrong way. Today we're going to talk about how you start it in the right way and be one of the 1% that starts in the right way. For those who don't know me, my name is Trenton Hughes, former co-founder of a couple of different companies that reach multi-millions in sales, Station Entertainment, Helpware, built and sold different businesses. Now I'm an investor as well. I've led big teams, over 1,000 people teams. At this point, I'm just trying to help other entrepreneurs in their journey and try to help you go through some of those hurdles that a lot of us go through at the beginning and save you some time and energy to get there faster. And so one of the first things that I want to talk about with everyone, though, is most people are thinking about how to start the business in the wrong way. They think, if I build this cool product or service, people are going to come. And they think about it from that perspective. And they think about what business they want to build. What they don't think about is the inverse, though, of who is the customer that they want to serve? Who is that identified customer that you can get really specific on, that they want to serve, that they know the problems they're experiencing, that they have a solution for, a solution that's going to basically blow that person away and make them feel like they've got an amazing experience. So who's the customer and what is the solution for them? Most people are starting it thinking, all right, if I build this product or service, great. People are going to find out about it. They're going to hear about it and they're going to come in and they're going to buy my stuff. Problem is, only 5% of businesses reach $1 million in sales a year. Only 5%. 90% of startups fail. And so most people aren't building it the right way. The people that are doing really well understand their customers. And that's what I want to try to convey today, is that they understand who their customers are. One of the coolest examples of this, Taylor Swift. I asked a bunch of people, why is she blowing up? Why is she so big? Obviously she's got good music, but why is it that she's so popular? And what it came away from, and a lot of the answers were that she knows her market so well, better than anyone else. She knows how to speak to them directly. She knows the things that they experience. They're often girls at certain ages. They've gone through breakups. They're going through a lot of trials and tribulations. And she knows how to directly market and talk to them in ways that other people don't. And so she's built an entire big brand over many years and over time by being really good at understanding her customer. And so it goes for a lot of the biggest customers out there. They didn't just build something and people flock to it. They built it because they understood the human psychology behind who would want to buy it and why they would want to buy it. And so the first thing that you need to start with is, who is your ideal customer? And one of the best things you need to remember is, if you're building something for everyone, you're building something for no one. One of the fastest ways to not grow is to build something for a mass appeal. One of the best ways to grow is to really niche down and to think about a very specific type of person that you can really go out there and crush it for. If you can go out there and build some sort of product or service that absolutely crushes it for them, that they feel like they got more than 5-star value on, well, then guess what you can do? You can get reviews, you can get referrals, you can get upsells, and you can get more customers. You can go target those exact same types of customers and get more of them. But when you're trying to get everyone, you're just competing against everyone else to become your customers. And you have to go pay a ton of money to get advertising out there. And it's not easy to go do it. And how are you going to get everyone to be happy? Most times, only a subsect of different types of people are going to be happy with your product or service. And so the best thing that you need to do is you need to identify, who can I build a product or service for that would make them so happy that they would leave me a 5-star review guaranteed. They would be happy to pay the price and they would leave me a 5-star review guaranteed. That is the question you want to ask yourself. And when you start to understand that, then you go narrow on who is that person. Look at gender, look at where they're based, where's their location, what age, look at how much income they make, look at their job positions, look at who they are, what they like to do, what they don't like to do. And you get very specific, because when you can get very specific, then you can address and you can think in their perspective of like, okay, if I was this person, what would make me want to buy? What would make me want to sign up with the service? What would make me happy? What are my pain points? What don't I need? And when you can start to ask those questions and really analyze that person, well, then you can come up with a super compelling offer for that person. And then you can repeat it with people that are similar to them, because there's always going to be more people. It's going to feel like you're going to a niche and there's only a limited amount of people. But in reality, over a large scale across the country, across the globe, there's a lot of those same types of people. And so maybe you have a product for fishermen, or maybe you have a product for, a B2B service product for doctors, or even more specifically, foot doctors. So you got to go narrow on like, what is the person that you're going to be able to service the best, that they're going to feel absolutely like you gave them a home run, 5-star service, and they're super happy with it. Because as soon as you figure that out, then you're going to come up with this offer that's very compelling for that person. Then you can go reach out to that person and you understand their pain points already. So you can reach out to them in very specific and targeted ways. And then when you get them in, you can actually make sure that you give them a good service. Because the worst thing that would happen is that you sell someone and they don't like it. And then they give you a bad review and they tell their friends that you guys are terrible. So what you want to make sure is that you have someone that is happy, that you can actually service them, that you can guarantee good results. Because when you can do that, it's going to start to feel like you're going to get every sale in the world, because you're going to target those people so specifically, have an offer that's so compelling to them that they're not going to want to say no. So think about it. Who is that person that you could hit a home run for? Who is it? And then once you have that, really identify them, really narrow in on them, figure out where they hang out, and you start to reach out and target them in that way. So think about it in this inverse way of who's the customer, not what's the product. Who is the customer, not what is the product. Once you figure out who's the customer, you tailor that product, and then you go from there. Love to hear your thoughts. Any other questions or ideas for other videos? I'd love to hear them. I'm trying to make content that helps entrepreneurs, so I appreciate you guys watching. If you like it, subscribe. It'd be great. Thanks.